second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
You're mine.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And this defense now ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
18 Cardinal.
On second down, Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 3. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
70 Timberwolves.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the one. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, LA. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
93.
Carr gonna throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. You talk about this Rams defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Byron Young in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job defensively there for Kobe Turner. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Carr able to locate his running back Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We all thing, defensive tackle Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Carr. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Saints going to send out Blake Gillikin to punt on 4th down here. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. It's equally as important when you have the short turnaround. What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the Rams at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. But I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Corral. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, they'll go down the line before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to throw, Corral. That one complete to Elliott. Balls all the way down at the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it.
And he takes it across for the Rams touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But you have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Carr now on first down. The pass caught by Olave. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
7:34. What's up?
Now Carr. And he'll get this one underneath to Camara. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to pound it in, Camara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Camara trying again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. Now he's forced out right. And he just chucked this one up into low G. It's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, Corral. Throw out wide is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. Now Corral. This is caught. It's Woods. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Corral on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And we'll get it down to 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
70 Lions! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. There's a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Carr now to throw. Finding Williams on the check down. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Williams again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
694.
To throw his Carr. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6.
Hawk 70. Take over.
Off play action. Here's Corral. takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of him.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they get the first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. Corral. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Play action here. Corral. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another carry tonight for the workhorse of Oregon. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And take it right on the 30.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Stiff-armed him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
6-18.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
29.
Now Carr. Throwing for Smith on the outside, and it's caught. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Your mind. What's up?
Again, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
93. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively,
They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Corral now on second down.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On the jump.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. On third down, Corral. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
Down.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Corral.
All the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Saints, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Rams,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.